Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Trigamar. It's time for some more Shadow Legends. And in this episode, we are going to attempt once again to upgrade this piece of gear. Will we succeed? Let's find out. Because I've got to attempt this. There we go. 3,000 points. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Now onto this piece. And yes, we do have to roll this gear up because we're versus a very nasty boss. Now, I am on the way up to leveling more champs. One of them being Jingle Hunter. Now, if we can get this piece to 16, that would be fabulous. Because that would mean that I would have a large portion of the stats I need for this boss. Is this easy to do? No, because the amount that's usually eaten by the next upgrade is so heinous that it can eat up your entire silver supply. So, with that, we have 59k HP now, with 230 resist. And then, of course, I tried for her. She's actually berserk, but insanely rare. So yeah, last time we 6-starred this guy. We've got to raise at least one more set. So you're like, probably a support Rio Bone Spear. No, she's great. But she's so rare, your chance of getting her as a non-whale is practically non-existent, I'd want to say. Gotta keep leveling champs. And giving them upgrades. This is the inner workings. Cause I'm using the double purpose goes further. Because I am going further on this train. That leads to more 6-star champs. because it's about to take a weird turn. Because there's a champ I've been delaying helping for a very long time. And the time has finally come for me to help them out. Okay. We also got a Marquess randomly. Again. So he's going to be the base for the next one. So these are the food for the next 6-star. I'm going to shove him in there. And him. I mean her. Because then I have to gear him out. I then have to gear him out. He's already hitting harder, but he's going to hit even harder when I give him better gear. But him having better gear is not the big thing. The big thing is I've got to get more silver for Vogoth. There's Vogoth and Godseeker, because I have a double revive team. So that's what the main thing is. Because he's beginning his journey to 60. This guy, this crazy outrider. Because he's obviously going to need that if I want to use him as what he's meant to do. Because he's eventually going to do a lot more damage than that if I can get him the right gear. That's the key here. Because he's going to need the rank up for the stats and stuff. There's a lot of champs out there that need that rank up. Anyway, we're fighting these punk monks. I mean, I could help a punk monk. Punk monks' main use is a clan boss champ through and through. That's his main use. I haven't gone through the rest of the campaign right now. I've just been farming brimstone, mostly, for food and trying to give Vogoth his stats. Gotta level his weapon to a minimum. To a bare minimum of 12 going up. The main thing though was the HP. That's the main thing I was trying to invest in. He's not going to hit super hard until I get him the right savage. That's the reality of the matter. Because I know his face means he hits hard, but I'm going to need the right gear. And I want to try to get him on his journey. So I think he has some Savage on, but he needs the Savage set that's leveled properly. Only then will we get the Omega nukes. Because I know he has crazy multipliers. The main purpose of this is to try to get as much silver as I can for the regen gear. Also for Godseeker, because Godseeker has problems. I mean, we will be going back to Valdemar Strait, obviously. That's a little bit of a preview right there. Not exactly what I need him to do, but it's a preview. When I actually get him the right gear, you should be able to see his bigger impact. See that impact? But that's not the only thing. That's not the only thing that's going to happen with that. We are going to be going further with him for obvious reasons. The main problem here is I have to start ranking up this food. I got Jizo in better shape now for later, but the main event is the Spirit Affinity Nukers, trying to prepare the sacrifice for the Spirit Affinity Nukers. That's the main event. Now, we're a little bit ahead, but not by much. And we're not using... I mean, we could technically use Outrider for Bommel, but I prefer a team with very high HP, and Outrider isn't that. So, like, maybe Marquez would be better. Stuff like that. Like, you need tanky. Like, he's great for just, like, go first nuke teams, which is not bad, but he's for that, mainly for arena, for the go first nuke teams. Preferably with like a shield or something, because as you can see, he's still struggling to survive, but he obviously doesn't have any gear on, or he wouldn't have as much issues. And this is also brutal difficulty. He is a little on the squishy side, even when fully built out, but he's an uncommon. Like, uncommons don't necessarily have that great of stats. It's just the nature of them. You could boost their attack stats, but an uncommon, like, even if he slams like a Skull Crown, he's still going to be hard to keep alive. Kind of tired today, which is a little bit annoying because I'm going to have to take a nap, and me clan's going to rejoice in that. The main thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get HP in all my champs. By any means. So we're gonna upgrade Vogoth's weapon to 12. Not bad. I guess we could do it as speed enchant. Resist enchant would be really nice. HP percent is a must. So let's look at his HP. Total HP 59k. HP percent, baby, all the way. All the way. HP percent boots. There's a reason. Because I've gotta keep my HP and resistance very consistent. Because without that, we are in trouble. Okay. Her, she's got resist that, HP that. As you can see, we're in a bit of a silver problem. Just a wee bit. Is there like gloves with HP percent? Because if there is, I want it. As gross as that sounds, I want it. And I will be equipping her with that suit. First, I'm going to see how this runs before I go grind some silver. Resist aura, burn damage, reviver, Vogoth. Now you might ask, why am I doing such a high player power team? It's because I've got a specific purpose for it. The reason is I've got to do some crazy tanky stuff. The reason for it, is this boss is nearly impossible to survive. The HP burn on it. There's a reason there's all these revivers everywhere. There's a reason. Because this boss is a massive headache. How much of a massive headache, you might ask? Enough that this team is practically necessary to beat it. It's like Ice Golem, but worse. You need a stupid amount of healing to kill this boss. And it needs to be non-continuous, or it will turn them all into bombs. This is what makes this boss so ridiculous. And that reminds me, I've got to book out that ability. That reminds me. Because having that on a 6-turn cooldown, I don't think is going to do the job. But we're going to give it a go. Because... oh, we have no silver. Yep. Yep, the brutal reality of it. Because I'm going to need more silver just to book her. That's right. That's the reality of it. Because I'm going to need my revivers to stop dying and to have revive on a lower cooldown. is literally the only way we're gonna win. Quite literally. 'Cause here's the deal. I can't have my revivers randomly dying. As if they die, the whole thing falls apart. Like, I need everyone to heal and revive each other. And if that's falling apart, we're not going to get anywhere. And Vogoth is needed. The whole lot of them are needed. This Vogoth's got to absorb the slams. I'm skipping the boss because I want to show that I'm going to do something unique, more unique. As I still need this silver. Because booking her is going to be expensive. As fun as that sounds. As fun as that sounds. Because the amount of silver I'm going to have to spend to make this work is nothing short of legendary. Legendary quantities of silver must be spent in order to make this work. Why, you might ask? Well, even to book her skills, I need silver. Let's see if I can even book it with the current amount of silver I have. Okay. Let's first try it one book at a time. One book. Cooldown 1. 2 books. Cooldown 1. Because having it into any one of these cooldown down 1. Alright. We've reduced the cooldowns on 2 abilities. Managed to book up Godseeker for Bommel. Well, finally got it into her vital skills, which is the revive. She actually has 2 revives. Now comes the harder part. Yep, a fortune of silver. Gotta make our way through the Godfrey's crossing. Getting our food going. And then backtracking. And shoving good old Outrider in there. Into the equation. Because yes, he needs levels too. Yep. He needs levels too, and then eventually he needs a full Savage set. Because I'm gonna need to spend a fortune of silver on her gear just to be able to do this at all. Oh, and I'll have to do it on into the next episode, obviously. I'm gonna go finish this, get to the end of Godfrey's, and then try to fight Bommel again. And then I have to go back and get silver. And it's gonna be such a nuisance to get enough silver to get the stats that I need, man. Such a nuisance. We're obviously gonna put Godseeker in here, resist aura, Drax, and Syl. Just have a double revive team. And if I have to, I'll have to throw stuff into Master Butcher. Like, this is literally what I have to do to try to beat this boss. This boss is so unforgiving. Even if I had a nuker, the nuker would have to be durable. So, like, maybe Jingle Hunter, but then, of course, I always have to put Appeal in for Jingle Hunter. I just one-shot that guy. Doesn't matter. The boss... This boss is such a nightmare that it doesn't matter. It honestly does not matter. Like, I literally have to go ham, cheese, and bacon in order to even... At least her revive is aided. Lasty's on fire. Try to get a bunch of stuff on him. Guardian Angel helping out. Like, this boss is literally nerve-wracking. Revive on death. Okay, she only has a 2-turn revive now. My Syl is in such a bad way, man. Oh, the Drexthar died. Wonderful. Actually, no, the Syl died. Okay, now both of them are dead again. This is the problem. I can't have them keep dying. I like how the last one alive is the freaking rosin. These two, I have to help them out because there's no other way. There's no other way.